Welcome back to the 95 Trucking Podcast.
Welcome back.
So today we're diving into something a lot of truck drivers and owner-operators overlook, which is marketing. We know trucking is about wheels turning and freight moving, but nobody knows you're out there if those wheels stop turning. So we have a very special guest with us, Anil Torres, which is a marketing specialist who's going to break down how drivers can market themselves, land better paying loads, cut out the middleman, and do it all without reinventing the wheel. So you want to pay attention, stay tuned, because we're going to share a lot of liquid gold here. Okay.
Yes, Anil. Welcome to the 95 Trucking Podcast.
That's Majin Buu,
I am Majin Buu.
as you guys know.
Yes, yes.
How are you becoming everybody's favorite? I
really?
noticed that. Like,
Am I?
Yeah, you make everyone laugh, so everyone is like,
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I did not realize that. But now that you told me, I'm going to keep an eye out for that. Anil, let me ask you something, Anil. Marketing. What made you get into marketing? Were you one of those that got into marketing because everybody was doing marketing? Because I've been aware, there's this guy, I forgot his name, Dominican Republic, and he's an analyst specialist, right? And I heard him say, we don't need more marketers, we don't need more psychologists, and we don't need more, what was it? I forgot another career that it's like oversaturated. Those careers are like, there's too many marketers, there's too many psychologists. We need other careers to start growing for the future. What made you get into marketing?
Sure. Well, first of all, thank you for having me. Excited to be here
yes.
and learn more about your world. For me, getting into marketing, so I started my career in psychology, which you
Look at
mentioned,
that.
Another oversaturated field.
Yeah.
But then after completing my 4 years and entering the workforce, I realized that it wasn't a good fit for me. I decided to go back to school and I pursued my master's in business administration.
Let's make a parenthesis. And
Sure.
Excuse me to cut you off. You said it wasn't a good fit for you.
Sure.
So could it be that it's true that to be a psychologist, you have to be a little cuckoo?
That's
I
what they
wouldn't say
say.
that. I wouldn't say that. I think, honestly, I have great question, but I have much respect for that field. I feel like it's often overlooked.
Hey. Disclaimer,
And
it's
it's
not that
needed.
I don't respect it, but it's just what it's, that's what everybody says.
You're part
to
of
be
the
a psychologist,
spectrum.
you have to be a little cuckoo,
Oh,
I
thought you
don't-
said it's not that I'm part of the spectrum. I was about to say, okay, Majin Buu, I don't know. That's questionable.
Jesus.
I honestly think it's an undervalued field, and they do great work, like teachers who are undercompensated, but they do quality work. So I highly respect them. But as far as why I decided to pursue marketing, I was always fascinated by how marketing campaigns can change your perspective on a product or a business and actually drive you to make a purchase. And
True.
I always thought that was very unique and intriguing for me. And I wanted to use my psychology skills to develop marketing campaigns and bring that growth to different businesses.
So marketing and psychology go together,
They go hand in hand.
hand in hand.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. Is marketing the same thing as sales? What's the difference between the marketing and the sales? Because marketing
Sure.
will be just promoting yourself and sales will be actually selling, or what?
Sure. So it's completely different. I think marketing is what creates visibility for a brand, who puts your name, your business out there for other people to see.
Right.
Sales is actually having someone on the field introducing your product, showing all of the qualities of your product to actually drive conversion or for people to make that purchase.
Right. So marketing will be the one telling the salespeople what to do.
For sure. Opening the door, introducing the product to the masses, whether it's in billboard, on social media. There's many different avenues where you can present your business or your product, and then from there, sales will actually push the
Search,
product.
right? Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah.
what everybody would really like. You
For
understand?
sure.
Right. So now why should truckers care about marketing, right? So let's get into the basics. Like a lot of drivers think like marketing is like for big companies, like they just feel like they just need a CDL and their trailer. So, I mean, do you feel like that mindset is costing them money, and how can marketing change the game for like a solo driver or a fleet owner?
Absolutely. I think when you think of marketing and trucking, you have to think that trucking is still a business, whether it's logistics or transportation. Um, and you have to create visibility for your business to either attract new customers or reach existing customers. Overlooking that, you are relying on other people to bring business to you instead of you actually reaching out to those consumers and getting them on your own. By implementing marketing, you're essentially, how would I say this? You're creating a different avenue for yourself. You're putting your business first, introducing it to other people, and it'll create either more stability or returning customers in order for you to grow.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I see like a lot of like I guess trucking has started to become a lot more mainstream where we're using like these platforms, like social media. We have podcasts now, to kind of like set their tone or set their voice and be known. Like, I don't think there was too much of this before. So in terms of like marketing like strategies or like we don't want to reinvent the wheel, right? So like what do you feel like works best for the trucking industry in terms of like marketing tactics that still work?
Sure. So I think it's very simple, and obviously I'm sharing from my experience of working with different large and smaller brands.
Right. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about your background really quickly because not. I know she mentioned that she has like a marketing, degree, a master's, but also your background is very impressive. Like you worked with these big companies. I mean, well, I guess big. What would you call them? Brands,
Companies,
right?
brands, a
Okay.
variety. So, sure. So I think I started my career in the watch industry, working with luxury timepieces. Most of my career has been with luxury goods, Swiss watches, luxury fragrances.
Oh, I just got another best friend.
Some of
Ooh.
some of the brands that you may be familiar with, like the official timekeeper of the NBA, Tissot watches. I worked with them for some time. So that's where most of my background is. However, I think there's definitely transferable skills and key things that work for all businesses. To go back to your point, I think a key essential thing is word of mouth. If you don't advocate for your business and introduce it with your circle, with anyone who you see an opportunity. So it's your responsibility to advocate. If you work with someone, ask for a review, ask for a video testimonial for your social networks, referrals. If your customers are happy with you, ask for a referral. They'll be happy to give back and support your business.
Yeah, I mean that's a big thing. Referrals, like reviews and stuff. I look at everything that I'm gonna purchase or anything anywhere. I look for reviews first. I don't know. I'm a Google person, but I could be a Yelp person too. Like I don't know which one is more like which one's more
Sure.
prominent. It depends on the industry.
I think Google overall is more prominent.
Shout out to Google.
Yes, shout out to Google. It's been helping us for quite some time, right?
You know something? It's crazy because I about 2 weeks ago, I was talking to the wife and I said, "Listen, I think I'm gonna change my name on Instagram. I don't know because I want my page to grow and stuff because I have this new page, and just little by little it's going. It's not Instagram is not easy to get followers, and she says, "Oh yeah, what are you gonna name yourself?" I said, "I think I'm gonna name myself Yugo." She says, "What?" I said, "Yeah, Yugo." But what is that? I'm like, well, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm very sufficient in YouTube and in Google, so I'm just gonna put YouTube and and Google together. Cause I'm gonna name myself Yugo. She says, "Oh, you crazy?" I said, "Listen, if I don't know something, I'm going straight to YouTube. I learn how to do it.
That's true.
If I want to read something, I go on Google and I learn, and most likely, Google will refer me to YouTube. You know,
Yeah, yeah, no,
so
definitely.
it's very important to learn how to use those points.
And like, even if like, okay, so I think one of the main things with trucking companies is that they are still under, some people don't have even professional names. Some people don't have like an actual entity, like a business formation. Some people still using their home addresses. So like if you want to share public information, you have to really like set up your business in a, smart way. So you don't want people showing up at your door if you put
course.
your business on
course.
Google. But yeah, no, definitely. I think that's one of the things. But yeah, I see a lot of people in trucking now gaining so many followers on Instagram and stuff like that, and people are getting paid. Like
Yeah.
they're getting paid.
And just to jump in, when you're talking about a Google profile, right? If you're unfamiliar with the business, this is your first go-to, right? I'm going to search for you on Google, the biggest search engine in the world. If
Yeah.
I'm looking for a tutorial, there's going to feed me a YouTube video, right?
Yeah.
But you want to make sure that you have a business profile, that you refer your customers there to leave you reviews, put your contact information, and also make sure that you are up to date with all your business inquiries, right? You want to make sure that you're responding to those phone calls, emails, whatever information you put on your Google business profile. You want to make sure you stay up to date so they know that you are responsive and you're responsible.
Yeah,
Right.
and that actually helps you a lot because I've avoided a couple of things without naming exactly what, because I've gone into reviews, I've gone into actually it was that Yelp, because usually Yelp is like for restaurants, more for restaurants and stuff like that. So what I did was that they told me about a place, I googled it, and I didn't like what I saw, I didn't like what I see, and I went. They had like a Yelp thing, and on Yelp they were actually like erased. Like just like they didn't exist. I don't know. I found it shady. I was like, nah, this can't be real. There's something wrong with this, and it's actually really really good to do your reviews. You being a marketer once again, right? So what would the best part for let's say the Northeast, right? That's where we're from. For truckers in the Northeast to do, what would be the best for the truckers to do in marketing?
So, in addition to having a business profile, I think local work networking also spreads the word about your business. Connecting with other industry like leaders to grow your opinion. You can partner with them even on content ideas. Just for your social network, just a quick conversation. Tell me how you got started. Tell me about your experience. I think those are all things that could, and also in terms of content, I think short form content is key. You want to make sure you have the TikTok videos, the reels, even the YouTube shorts. You're a YouTube expert, probably better than I am.
Well, I'm actually the expert we have back there. I'm actually a baby in all of this,
Okay.
Yeah, so you can count the episodes I've been in, and I highly appreciate what Sue said earlier, that I'm a fan favorite. Thank you, appreciate it.
We cast them.
I don't fit. But yeah, we
No.
highly appreciate all the help you could give us for marketing. Any other, like, let's say, any other advices that anybody could go into?
I want to go back to that what she had said about making sure that you guys answer. Okay, so like for example, if you have like, okay, the audience is very important, right?
for
So
sure.
like who you're marketing to, and like if you're in a trucking community and you want to market with your people and you want to network and stuff, you got to make sure that the audience or whoever you're partnering up with has a trucking audience, right? So I watched a different trucking podcast, and I was looking for a dispatcher, and at the time when I watched the podcast, I was like, oh, okay, like they sound cool, like, let me contact them. They never answered me. Like they left all their information and never answered me. They're in the right channel, they're doing the right thing, but they never answered me. Guess what? I'm never gonna reach out to to that dispatcher again, because to me you're just showing me irresponsibility. Like, like I can't trust you if you can't answer my calls or my emails. I can't trust you as a business.
For sure, for sure.
And I get it, because we're small companies and like there's a lot going on, and you probably weren't ready for that type of like
Volume.
exposure or volume. Yeah, but that happens a lot, and I was just like, like, it just brought me back to what you said.
Absolutely. And just to go really quick back to the short form content, make it relatable to engage with your audience. Like maybe a day in the life, some of the challenges that you experience as a truck driver. Just share with your audience relatable content. That's how you engage them, and that's how you connect with them. Other things that I suggest, similar to what you just mentioned, is partnering with local influencers or different clubs that target the audience you want to reach. If you're targeting businesses,
Call us if you want to come here. Call us. Oh, if you want us to sponsor your business, we have sponsorships. Call us.
for
Go ahead.
sure.
Let us know. It's a snowball. We're growing.
We have the audience,
We're
guys.
growing. We're growing, and it's gonna, snowball effect is gonna, it's coming soon. So you want to jump on before. You understand?
Right.
Trust the
Absolutely.
process.
Absolutely. Grow with them. Grow with the business. You'll gain more visibility. You'll get better budget.
Yes.
Of course, and the loyalty
You're gonna
will
be
be there.
helping us. Okay? All the information we give y'all, give us something back.
Absolutely.
I admire
absolutely.
the people that make a lot of money in social media. Like people who are making money off of social media. Shout out to them. That's awesome. Like I always wanted to like kind of like tap into that, but I'm not consistent enough. I'm not consistent enough posting content. So yeah.
Well, it has to be a full time.
Job.
It has to be 2 full-time jobs to be exact, because it has to be from the time you wake up to the time you fall asleep, which is usually 16 hours a day. So that's 2 full-time jobs, right? That's what it really has to be a content creator. So let me ask you something. What are the coming marketing traps that you see small businesses, especially in the trucking business, fall into? What should they stop wasting their money on, and what should they do better?
Sure. So I think the number one thing that sticks out to me is buying fake followers.
Fake followers. Excuse
yeah.
me. Let's go into parentheses with that.
You're not gonna
This-
get paid off a fake follower.
To begin with, first and foremost, you're not going to get paid, right? And after that, having those fake followers, your page is going to be, it's just going to be a forefront, right?
Absolutely.
You're gonna supposedly you're gonna gain organic followers, but you're not really gonna have anything because you have fake followers on there.
Absolutely.
So it's like a no-no, right?
Absolutely. So yeah, not only that, you're gonna put all your efforts into creating all this awesome content, post it on your page to your fake followers, and they're not going to like, they're not going to comment.
No
you're
likes,
gonna
no
have low
views.
engagement.
Wow.
So it's
Pay
pretty
attention, guys.
pointless. It's pretty pointless.
In other words, be organic, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Be organic. Okay. So what other things do you feel like are some of
Sure. So investing in ads without understanding who your target audience is. If you're just investing in ads, let's say you have a budget of $1,000 a month, and that's just a random number, and you don't understand who your target audience is, they're going to serve your ad to a random kid playing Candy Crush or a game. You have to understand who your target audience is. Be as specific as possible. Demographics, gender, age, understand who you're targeting with your ads so you can get the most return on your investment.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And be consistent posting. I think that's one of the most
Yep.
things. And then you have to know all the different type of posts. Like you have to know how to create reels, how to edit reels, how to do carousels, how to post
Fun.
carousels, the time you have to post carousels. It's a lot.
It's a lot, and one piece of advice, especially for small business owners, is just try to capture as much content as you can. We all know that you have to recycle content. Sometimes you don't have enough. After editing or filming something, you may not be happy with the outcome. So just make it a habit to take photos of your work when you make a delivery, or just capture as much behind the scenes content as you can.
Well, I can't make no content around my mom. I'm sorry, guys. Can't.
They have the Meta glasses now.
Well,
They kind of look like your glasses, Majimbo.
yeah, they actually do, but I can't make no content around my mom because she was like, "Oh, you on the phone? You on the phone? You on the phone? What is all of this?
But you
I was
can
like,
make contact in the truck.
Yes, definitely. You can make content in the truck.
In the
But
truck.
it's
Start showing your toes on the steering wheel.
start. Sue, are you serious? Jesus Christ.
This
Things
got
you have
off
to hear,
topic.
huh?
Off topic, huh?
Well, you
We were
understand.
talking about it last week, like how people are making money.
Oh,
Well, there's a lot of people making money in a lot of different ways,
OnlyFans.
That content creating stuff, I'm
Yes.
gonna be honest with you. If you don't really have it in you, it can get boring. And there's days that where today we spoke about off air in the earlier program, we spoke about mental health, right? Just going off a little bit off topic. We spoke about mental health, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a trucker, and there's days that I don't want to talk to nobody.
Of course.
There's days that my mom calls me, and I don't know how mothers tend to have this real connectivity with their sons or with their daughters or with their kids in general. Because a lot of the time my mom calls me is like when the little devil's talking to me, and I find it crazy. Like my mom's boom, she snatched me out of it, and I highly appreciate it. And I've thanked her, but she doesn't know it's for that, But I've thanked her because a lot of times when the little devil's talking to me, she calls me out of nowhere. Boom. She calls my mother. So I snap out. I don't want to talk to nobody. But she calls me. I don't pick up the phone, but she calls me and I pick up the phone. And it's like, okay, so my mind just redirects. So going back into marketing, what would you have to say to the smaller guys to pay attention to the big guys, right? Look at Macy's, look at Walmart, look at Sam's Club, look at Costco, look at all those big companies, right? They keep on marketing.
For sure.
So why shouldn't you that are small keep doing it?
Sure. So I think consistency is key, right? I think you have to commit to either posting once or twice a week and so on, and just commit to that. Don't overwhelm yourself and have an aggressive plan where you're just posting 6 times a week and I have to do 10 stories. You're also trying to work, right? It's very time consuming. In terms of an action plan to start soon and start now, small, I think just start with your Google profile, which takes maybe 10 minutes of your time. Make sure your information is accurate and that you have people to reach you. You have customers to be able to leave reviews for you, and you can interact like, thank you for your review and so on your profile.
So have you got your Google profile? Okay, thank you. So it only takes less than 10 minutes, like she said.
Yes,
It's
we're gonna
okay.
work with that. We're
It's-
gonna
it's-
work on that after.
We have the expert here. Hey, Nananina, do you have your Google profile? Excellent. I will definitely be going in there and
Do you
giving
have
you
your
a
Google?
review.
Do you have your
Yes, I do.
Okay, for trucking.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, what else can we do this week? All right,
Sure.
we're all gonna work on our marketing this week,
Yes.
y'all, together.
I'm gonna
All right,
hold you
Google.
accountable.
All right, claim.
I'm actually a great marketer, I think.
Are you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I'm a great marketer. Yeah.
So I'm gonna work on my Google business profile this week. Okay. What else should we do?
Well, we're gonna thank New York Commercial Driving School for being an official sponsor of New York Commercial Driving School. We're gonna thank them for being an official sponsor of the 95 Trucking Show. Okay, so you guys already know Juan Elio. You come see him, and he'll take care of you. Okay.
Let's go. Okay. All right. So we're gonna do our profile.
Yes.
What's next?
You're going to commit to a minimum of at least 2 posts a week for your social media profile. Something, it doesn't have to be two, but just commit to a number that you can keep up consistently, right? So if you can confidently say, I can do this week 1 reel, 2 posts, commit to that. Just be consistent and post every week for some time until you start growing your audience.
Every week, every week,
Yes.
every week. So what would the best days be? Would it be Tuesdays and Thursdays, Mondays? Mondays would be like a
Sure.
womp day, right?
So-
Why is it one day?
A womp day. Womp womp. Like a womp day, like on Mondays.
So it depends on the industry. From my experience working with retail brands, Tuesday is a good day.
Tuesdays, right?
Tuesday.
Wednesdays
Yes.
and Fridays, because everyone is happy and checked out at work, so they're on their phones just swiping away. So
Swipe.
That makes
away.
sense. Yeah.
and then lastly, I think it's not, don't be afraid to show who you are as a business owner. People truly connect with that. Just share why you started your business, what you're proud about, where you're going, your goals. Like, just be open. I think that helps your followers engage with you, support you, and connect with you. Don't be afraid to be in front of your brand.
That's
That
true.
just is just confidence for your audience to believe in you, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right. So you don't always have to dance on camera.
Well, keep it
People
relatable.
don't forget as well. Don't forget as well that coming soon we're gonna Sus Pesos is gonna have their Google.
No,
what is
Su
it?
Pesos is up there. Let me
Sus
tell you.
Pesos. We have a Google. We have a Google.
Yeah, Su Pesos is up there. It's just my
It is.
Hall Run is slacking. I'm not. I only have 163 followers on Hall Run. I ain't even gonna lie. I just been slacking on that. I
We're
don't.
gonna
I don't
work on that.
post.
We're gonna work on that. This
Yeah.
So it's gonna be 1 to 2 posts per week, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do one
Okay.
to two
So remember,
posts.
what are the best days?
Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. 1 to 2 posts a day, right?
Yep.
No, a week or a, day.
week. A week.
A week. So you pick any of those days. You pick them, right? So me personally, I will pick a Tuesday and I'll pick a Friday because, by Friday already the algorithm, it starts coming back around. So you'll stay in algorithm through the weekend, right? So
Yeah.
you'll be in algorithm through the weekend, and Tuesday you post again, and then you start posting Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Fridays you hit them once in a blue, and you start growing yourself, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Excellent.
sure.
Marketing is key. Marketing is key.
Yeah, that is the key to grow any business. I feel like once you get your numbers, like once you know your numbers, so make sure you have a good accounting department. Once you get a good numbers, your safety department is intact, then invest in your marketing to grow your business. That's the only way that you're going to scale. That advice is just for any business, not just trucking business. So no, that was gold. Thank you so much for dropping, real practical marketing advice that truckers can use now. So before we let you go, where can folks connect with you or learn more about what you do?
Absolutely, and thank you for having me. You guys are more than welcome to reach out to me on LinkedIn. You can find me at Anil Torres or Anil Goods. I'm in the middle of changing my last name, so there you go.
Yeah, she's married, y'all.
Okay.
And then-
Congratulations, right?
Thank you. And you can also find me on Instagram _ATTRS.
Awesome. And to our listeners, don't sleep on marketing. Keep your wheels turning, but make sure people know they can hire you. And thanks to Majin Buu, our co-host, and all the audiences out there for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Drive safe, and we'll catch you on the next episode.
Peace.
Peace.
Thank you.
Bye.